Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Premier. Premier, as we work through the second wave of COVID-19, now more than ever, we have to make sure our healthcare heroes have the access to critical PPE they need to keep themselves and others safe. Early in the pandemic, our government mobilized our manufacturing sources to make the masks, gloves, face shields, hand sanitizer, and other supplies we need. And this was all able to happen in just a matter of months, not years. The response we've received has been incredible and inspiring. Ontario businesses moved fast. They innovated, they adopted, and now it's time for the government to do the same. We need to be smarter about getting those critical supplies into the hands of the frontline healthcare heroes. Premier, you push the government to move at the speed of the private sector, and we need to make sure we're spending tax dollars wisely.
Question.
When families are shopping, you go to a place, let's say at Costco, to buy groceries in bulk so you can save money. So, Premier, can you please elaborate further on how our government is ensuring that we are protecting taxpayer money?
Thank you very much. Thank you. The Premier, to reply.
Well, thank you so much. I want to thank the member from Chatham-Kent Leamington for doing a great job. And again, people love him out there. When I go out there, it's absolutely fantastic. I want to demonstrate to everyone the current situation in Ontario. I used Canadian Tire, Mr. Speaker, as a good example. They have 50,000 SKUs, 50,000 different products. They have 65 procurement officers, purchasing agents. Compared to Ontario here, that has 7,000 purchasing agents. The system's broken, very simply. And through the great work of our Minister of Economic Development, he has created a separate organization called Supply Ontario. Supply Ontario is going to centralize procurement, standardize procurement, rather than going out and buying pens and papers from 10 different locations through distributors, jacking up the price. We're going to go directly to the source, and we're going to be buying the pens and papers and every other supply that they need in a central procurement system for the first government in the history of this country that's going to do that, municipally, federally, or...
Thank you very much. Thank you. And the supplementary question.
Thank you, Speaker. Premier, that is absolutely great news to hear that. You know, this new initiative will ensure that it is easier for businesses of all sizes to work with the Government of Ontario. From the mom-and-pop shops to larger companies, our government wants to purchase and promote more Ontario-made products. Premier, thanks to your leadership, Ontario is once again a manufacturing leader in the country and in North America. Our industries and local manufacturers have proven time and time again during this pandemic they can make anything happen. Ontario-made products are second to none in quality and excellence. So with these investments in today's announcement, we are making sure that Ontario will never, ever be left at the mercy of other countries and leaders when it comes to critical supplies we need. So, Speaker, can the Premier please share with my constituents and all Ontarians about our government's efforts to ensure that manufacturing jobs are coming back to Ontario, especially as it relates to PPE?
And the Premier to reply.
Thank the member there. And Mr. Speaker, I'm so excited to announce that we signed a contract with a company called PriMed. PriMed is going to make 50 million surgical masks, which is amazing. And it's amazing for the people of Cambridge. Congratulations, Cambridge, for attracting such a great company to see them expand. Not only PriMed, but as you remember, Mr. Speaker, we signed a great deal with 3M over in Brockville, again, to produce millions and millions of N95 respirators, which is great news. We also want to thank Linamar and O2 Medical Technologies for investing into ventilators. Now we don't have to rely on anyone, Mr. Speaker. We're under no one's thumb. We can manufacture anything here in Ontario. We're doing that. We're going to be self-sufficient. Not only are we going to supply Ontario, we're going to supply the rest of the country when they need PPE. Thank you.
Thank you very much.